The Black Parade from My Chemical Romance is widely ranked among the best rock records of the last 20 years by the general public, but what is not quite as widely known is how making the album tried to rip the band apart. During the album cycle, so many misfortunes befell MCR that fans started to refer to them as byproducts of the Black Parade curse. Eventually, MCR even made a cheeky t-shirt about it. I Survived the Black Parade was the theme of mid-2008, but, they barely survived. We present to you several unlucky instances of the Black Parade curse. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to APTV and turn on all notifications so you never miss a video. The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance was cursed. And here's proof. Number 1. The Haunted Mansion. The Black Parade was written and recorded in a notoriously haunted mansion called the Paramore, a cinematically perfect origin for a cursed album. While confined within its walls, where doors slammed and opened seemingly on their own volition, and the atmosphere hung ominously overhead, the darkest moments of the album began to manifest. The song Sleep, for instance, was a result of night terrors vocalist Gerard Way experienced while staying at the house. Bassist Mikey Way, who was already battling serious mental health concerns at the time, stayed in the estate's most haunted room, the atmosphere of which exacerbated his inner turmoil, which led to him first sleeping on the floor of Gerard's room, then to leaving the mansion entirely to seek help. The band ended up leaving the eerie place before their scheduled time. Number 2. The Famous Last Words injuries. On August 4th, 2006, during the filming of the Famous Last Words video, 2 members were seriously injured. Having spent the entirety of the previous day filming the video for Welcome to the Black Parade, the band found themselves in a state of tired, near delirium, that mixed dangerously with adrenaline, making them wild and unconcerned about bodily harm. First, guitarist Frank Iero decided to jump on Gerard, knocking him over at a bizarre angle that ultimately tore the ligaments in his ankle. After having had a medic inspect the injury on set, it was decided that Gerard should put his boot back on before his ankle swelled too much to fit back into it and continue performing. When you see Gerard wobbling around in the video or screaming on the ground, you're actually seeing real pain. During the final shot, with the float burning to a crisp, flames started to reach drummer Bob Breyer's leg. Knowing that it was the last take that they needed to finish it, Breyer remained behind his kit. Letting his leg burn to the end of the song, he then ran away. His perseverance through the pain led to 2nd and 3rd degree burns that eventually became infected, resulting in gangrene. Number 3. Seriously, poor Bob. In fact, it seems like Breyer received the brunt of the curse. Later, during the Black Parade tour, he started feeling severe pain in his wrist. A massive lump began to form, and eventually he lost feeling in his fingers. This led to his show cancellation and ultimately his departure from the tour to receive professional treatment. Number 4. Illness. While on the 2007 Black Parade World Tour, the bands My Chemical Romance and Muse and their crews acquired food poisoning so extreme they had to cancel 6 shows. Many of the ill were housed in a Columbus, Ohio hospital, and MCR attempted to play there again the next day, but were still too ill. Iero also had to leave the tour due to illness at one point. In fact, the only members who actually made it through the entirety of the Black Parade World Tour were Gerard and guitarist Ray Toro. Way to go, Ray. Number 5. The End. Starting with a creative dark point of the Paramore and resurfacing throughout the album cycle, the Black Parade nearly broke the band up on multiple occasions. Initially, Gerard would later reveal the Black Parade was meant to be MCR's final album, based on his creative plans for the band. Perhaps knowing that is why they ultimately ended up pushing themselves to exhaustion. By the end of their 2 years touring on the album, in 2008 most of the band were tired and no longer having fun. In the end, My Chemical Romance decided that they needed to figuratively kill their alter ego, the Black Parade. And it seems that when they buried it in 2008 in Mexico City, the curse was buried as well. Or was it? Thanks for watching APTV. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel now to see all of our latest videos and updates.